First, let's start off with the fact that Trump didn't pick these 7 countries, and this isn't a Muslim ban. These 7 countries were chosen by the Obama administration as part of the Visa Waiver Program Improvement and Terrorist Travel Protection Prevention Act of 2015. Trump's latest travel ban was tainted by his campaign rhetoric saying he wanted to ban all Muslims, but that was just one of many things he's now walking back. Trump is just putting his foot down where Obama half-assed it. Now, many groups are protesting and whining about it, and Chuck Schumer getting on TV and crying was an absolute joke, but the resistance to this ban and immigration restriction is a lot more nefarious under the surface. You're witnessing society's consent being manufactured in order to bring in the globalist plan of a complete technotronic takeover. Their plan for you is not loving, it's not kind, it's not good at all. It's not about giving you the life extension technology, robots, the free travel, the homogeneous borders, life, liberty, and security for your family. No, it's about locking you up and making you submit to their nefarious megalomaniacs plans. So, I look at these frothing protesters from the left. All these people are protesting this travel ban, saying, no, let in the terrorists, let in the refugees, just let everybody come in. Please collapse our society. And the tech giants playing these people like a fiddle. Don't you know that an increase in the labor supply will lower wages? That's why manufacturing is so cheap in China and India. And we have Trump trying to bring jobs back to Americans. Americans first, he said. And these people are saying, no, we don't care about our opportunity or jobs. Let the immigrants, refugees, and terrorists take over our economy. I like Krispy Kreme donuts. I love them. Sometimes I get a dozen or two. But if someone told me that definitely 2, maybe 3, and possibly 5 out of those 24 donuts were poisoned, would I say, whatever, and just start wolfing them down and passing them out to my friends and family? Absolutely not. I would throw the whole box away until a health inspector or lab could check them out and clear the poisonous ones away, or just make an entire new batch with proper health and safety controls reestablished. And that's what these protesters don't get. It's not that we don't like immigrants or foreigners. We're saying, hey, there's some bad apples on there, some terrorists. And until we can properly identify and screen the good from the bad, we need to just put everything on pause. It has nothing to do with your race, color, religion, sexual orientation. It's the fact that there's a wolf somewhere in these sheep, and I don't want my property or family to be eaten. You have the CEO of Starbucks. Skip the next break. This is too important. You have the CEO of Starbucks saying he pledges to hire 10,000 refugees over 4 years. Just a slap in the face to the American worker. He might as well say he plans to lower wages over 4 years and make U.S. children homeless on the very streets and property their parents and forefathers fought and died over. Google and Apple were caught just a few years ago in a wage fixing scheme in order to keep salaries artificially as low as possible. Just in your face. And notice you don't see these CEOs taking refugees into their houses or their disconnected lives off in Elysium or the bunkers they're building and foreign lands they're buying to retreat to when society collapses. No, they're offering up your homes and your cars and property and your wages. Airbnb saying they'll provide free housing to affected refugees. Who do you think those houses belong to? The average American and American businesses. Hard-working Americans. That's not Brian Chesky's house or property he's providing the terrorist. Refugees. migrants with, it's yours. So wake up, America. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, LinkedIn, Amazon, Uber, Starbucks, Apple, Netflix, Twitter, Box, Dropbox, Salesforce. They're all in this to get you. And they only care about one thing, their bottom line, which is lowering employee costs and lining their own pockets to pay for these hideaways in New Zealand, healthcare, underground bunkers for themselves. Tesla CEO building his own deep underground military base inspired hyperspeed tunnels so when the crap hits the fan, he can speed away in his electric hyperloop, whatever, to safety deep underground. We can do a lot more for these refugees fleeing their war-torn countries, lands that Obama created, and Hillary Clinton laughed about it, saying, "We came, we saw, he died." No, we came, we destroyed, and we left a collapsed and failed state. The best thing we can do in the whole Middle East is leave. Or we could stop bombing and funding the terrorists there. Instead of dropping bombs, we should drop bread. It'd be far more beneficial to everyone to create safe zones in the refugees' own lands, and they would enjoy far more. They would enjoy their home countries more. They only want to leave their native lands and families because the U.S. is bombing, raping, and pillaging their villages. About immigration. America is like an unopened Walmart or general store. Before a store is finished with construction and opens, it is why it isn't wise to let the public in and put their grubby fingers all over the heavy machinery and get in the way of the construction workers. No, that's how you collapse the store before it opens. That's why when you see a new store being built, there's a fence around it to keep people out until the electricity, internet, flooring, walls, products, security, and everything else expected in a completed store is ready. Now, what companies don't do is they don't spend more time and more money on the perimeter fencing than the store itself costs. You don't build $1 billion gold wall around your store to permanently keep people out, unless you want that to become part of the attraction. Something to generate revenue from tourists, like China's Great Wall. But Trump's border wall is another discussion, and the globalists are laughing. They're saying, these Americans think our wall is to keep people out. They think it's for the others. So we need to focus on making America great first. Get our energy systems clean and unlimited. Figure out our transportation system with self-driving cars. How are we going to accommodate and transport influxes of people? Instead of figuring out how to give people more money, figure out how to make people need less money. Solve our healthcare problems. We can drastically lower the cost of drugs. Thank God Trump shut down the TPP. It gave a lot of power to drug companies and their copyrights and patents of drugs. ISPs announced recently they're no longer going to enforce copyright. Let's hope that will spill over to the pharmaceutical industry and we'll see the war on drugs end and cures for cancer release. Our infrastructure is falling apart as well. We need strong bridges, roads, airports, sanitation, power lines, and internet. Imagine if the U.S. attacked lack of food and shelter here in America with as much fervor that they have in the hunt for Osama or ISIS or ISIL or whatever. We would begin to thrive. right now we're under attack. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing or donating. Like and follow on all our social media platforms because we don't want all our eggs in one basket. When they censor or shut down one platform, we need to be able to lean on another equally great support column. Help me, help you, help us. America, let's wake up out of this dream, this nightmare, before it's too late.